to welcome you to our tour today. For those of you who don't know me very well, my name is Kelsey and I am originally from Chicago. And my husband and I moved to Valencia, Spain last February. We're loving it, it's beautiful, and I have been taking quite a few trips lately, so this is one of the beautiful places that I am so excited to bring you to. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to Mougins. Mougins is this beautiful location in the French Riviera. Nestled in the hills overlooking the azure waters, Mougins stands as a charming village with a rich history and an irresistible allure. This idyllic commune, situated just a short distance from Cannes, has not only witnessed centuries of cultural evolution, but has also played host to some of the world's most renowned artists, like Picasso. We'll learn more about him, his life, and his time in Mougins later today. Mougins, with its cobbled streets, medieval architecture, and panoramic views, invites visitors to step back in time while enjoying the modern comforts of southern France. Dating back to Roman times, Mougins has seen the rise and fall of empires, yet its medieval character has endured, creating a unique blend of the old and the new. The village's strategic location made it a prized possession over the centuries, with various rulers leaving their architectural imprints on the landscape. However, it is not only the historical tapestry that defines Mougins. It has become an artistic haven, drawing inspiration from its surroundings and captivating the imaginations of painters, including the legendary Pablo Picasso. This tour will delve into the captivating history of Mougins, unveiling its cultural treasures and the historic legacy that continues to echo through its charming streets. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the history and important events of France. The history of France is a captivating tapestry, woven with a myriad of events spanning from ancient Gaul to the modern-day Fifth Republic. In ancient times, the region that is now France was inhabited by Celtic tribes, and it came under Roman rule in the 1st century BCE. The fall of the Western Roman Empire in the 5th century ushered in the era of the Franks, a Germanic people who established the Carolingian Empire under Charlemagne in the 8th century. The medieval period saw the rise of feudalism, the construction of majestic cathedrals like Notre Dame, and the 100 Years' War between France and England. The latter half of the medieval era witnessed the devastating impact of the Black Death, yet it also marked the Renaissance, with France becoming the center of art and learning. The absolutist ruler of Louis XIV in the 17th century established France as a dominant European power, but financial troubles and social inequity fueled the flames of the French Revolution in 1789. The revolution, symbolized by the storming of the Bastille and the declaration of the rights of man and of the citizen, led to the end of the monarchy and the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. The 19th century brought about further transformations, including the Industrial Revolution and the establishment of the Third Republic. France played a central role in both World War I and World War II, facing significant challenges and upheavals. The post-war period witnessed efforts to rebuild and solidify European unity, culminating in the establishment of the European Union. In the latter half of the 20th century, France experienced social and cultural shifts, epitomized by the May 1968 protests. The country has been an active participant in international affairs and has maintained its commitment to cultural pursuits, from literature and philosophy to cinema and fashion. The history of France is a narrative of resilience, innovation, and cultural prominence that continues to shape its identity on the global stage. While we explore some of these beautiful things, let me tell you a little bit about the history of art and literature in France. France has a rich and influential cultural history, particularly in the realms of art and literature. France played a pivotal role in medieval illuminated manuscripts, showcasing intricate illustrations and calligraphy. The Gothic art of illumination reached its zenith in French monastic communities. During the Renaissance, French artists such as Leonardo da Vinci and François Clouet produced masterpieces contributing to the broader European artistic movement. In the 17th and 18th centuries, French art embraced the Baroque and Rococo styles. Versailles, with its opulent decorations and paintings, exemplifies this period's artistic achievements. The late 19th century witnessed the birth of Impressionism in France. Artists like Claude Monet, Pierre-Auguste Renoir, and Edgar Degas broke with tradition, capturing light and atmosphere in their works. The symbolist movement, prevalent in France during the late 19th and 20th centuries, sought to convey emotions and ideas through symbolic imagery. Gustave Moreau and Odilon Redon were prominent figures. The Art Nouveau movement, characterized by organic forms and intricate designs, flourished in France during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Hector Guimard's architectural works exemplify this style. The early 20th century saw the emergence of Cubism, spearheaded by artists like Pablo Picasso and Georges Braque. This avant-garde movement revolutionized artistic perspectives. French literature played a significant role in the development of existentialist philosophy. Jean-Paul Sartre and Albert Camus, both literary figures and philosophers, explored existential themes. The new French wave in cinema is also of importance. In the 1950s and 1960s, France gave rise to the influential French New Wave cinema movement. Filmmakers like François Truffaut and Jean-Luc Godard reshaped cinematic storytelling. France boasts numerous Nobel laureates in literature, including Albert Camus, André Gide, and Jean-Paul Sartre, highlighting the nation's enduring literary impact. From medieval manuscripts to groundbreaking movements like Impressionism and existentialist literature, France has become a cultural epicenter, continually shaping and influencing the global landscape of art and literature. While we pass all these beautiful things, let me tell you a little bit about an integral part of French culture. Café culture, of course. Café culture in France is a cherished and integral part of daily life, reflecting the nation's appreciation for leisure, socializing, and culinary delights. Originating in the 17th century, cafes gained prominence during the Enlightenment, becoming hubs for intellectuals and artists. The café became a symbol of French culture, fostering discussions, artistic movements, and literary endeavors. Paris, in particular, is renowned for its atmospheric sidewalk cafes, where people savor espresso, indulge in pastries, and engage in lively conversations. The ambiance encourages a slower pace, allowing patrons to linger, observe, and enjoy the surroundings. The café culture extends beyond urban centers, however, permeating French towns and villages. It's a cultural institution that transcends generations. You'll find people there of all ages, providing a space for both solitary reflection and convivial gatherings. The emphasis on quality, appreciation for craftsmanship, and the ritual of taking a pause in a café contribute to the enduring allure of this quintessentially French experience. What to eat at a French café, you ask? Well, let me tell you. French cafes offer a delightful array of culinary sweets and yummies and everything photogenic and delicious that cater to various tastes. When dining at a French cafe, you could consider indulging in croissants or croissant, a quintessential French pastry, buttery and flaky, often enjoyed for breakfast or as a snack. A baguette with cheese. Savor a fresh baguette paired with a selection of exquisite French cheeses for a simple yet delightful treat. Café au lait, the classic French coffee, typically a combination of equal parts coffee and hot milk, enjoyed throughout the day. Quiche Lorraine, a savory pastry filled with a delectable mixture of eggs, cream, cheese, and bacon, perfect for a light lunch. Crepes, or crêpes. Whether savory or sweet, these thin pancakes can be filled with a variety of ingredients, such as Nutella, fresh fruits, or ham and cheese. Croque monsieur, a grilled ham and cheese sandwich elevated to elegance with a creamy bechamel sauce. Salade niçoise, a refreshing salad originating from Nice, typically featuring tuna, boiled eggs, olives, and vegetables. Tarte tatin, a caramelized upside-down apple tart, often served with a dollop of crème fraîche. Macarons, colorful and delicate almond meringue cookies sandwiched with flavorful fillings, provide a sweet ending to your meal. And last but not least, éclairs, a long, thin pastry filled with cream and topped with chocolate icing, offering a decadent dessert option. These culinary delights, enjoyed amidst the charming ambiance of a French cafe, contribute to the rich tapestry of French gastronomy and culture. Because we are seeing so many beautiful things here, let me give you some history and some facts about stained glass windows. Stained glass windows have a rich history. They date back over 1,000 years. The use of colored glass in windows has been traced back to ancient civilizations, including the Romans and Egyptians. However, the art of stained glass as we know it today began to flourish during the medieval period in Europe. Stained glass windows became particularly popular in the Gothic cathedrals of Europe during the 12th and 13th centuries. They were often used to depict biblical stories, religious themes, and the primary purpose was to teach religious lessons to a largely illiterate population. During this time in history, very few people could read. So one of the ways to explain the stories and the history of the Bible or the religious texts, where depending on where you were, was to literally write the story on the wall. Skilled craftsmen, known as glazers, created stained glass windows using techniques such as leading and painting. Pieces of colored glass were assembled and held together by strips of lead, forming intricate designs. Painted details were added after that to enhance the visual storytelling. Stained glass windows were not only decorative, but also served as a form of religious instruction. The use of the vibrant colors and symbolism again helped to convey biblical narratives and the lives of saints to the congregation. So I have some fun facts for you about stained glass windows. The oldest surviving stained glass window in Europe is found in the Augsburg Cathedral in Germany, and it dates back to the 11th century. The rose window is a famous type of stained glass window, and it's often found in Gothic cathedrals. It features this circular design with intricate patterns radiating from a central point that, of course, resembles a blooming rose. The most famous rose window is at the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. Tiffany glass is also something to be of note. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the artist Louis Comfort Tiffany created Tiffany glass, known for its innovative use of opalescent glass and vibrant colors. His work is highly regarded and can be found in various churches and buildings throughout the world. Stained glass in secular settings is also something that can be found. While stained glass is most commonly associated with religious buildings, it has also been used in secular buildings, such as town halls. Wealthy people in the Middle Ages also used stained glass in their homes as a symbol of status and their wealth. Many stained glass windows have been damaged over the centuries due to wars, natural disasters, and neglect. So extensive restoration efforts have been made to preserve these works of art for the future generations. Stained glass continues to be a vibrant art form today. Contemporary artists and studios create stained glass pieces for a wide range of settings, so homes, museums, religious places, and public spaces. Stained glass windows remain a captivating and enduring form of art as well as storytelling, blending history, religion, and craftsmanship into vibrant works of visual art. They continue to be cherished elements of architectural and cultural heritage around the world. Aren't they beautiful? Because we are seeing so many beautiful religious buildings, let me tell you a little bit about the history and background of religion in France and the importance it's played on society today. Historically, France has been predominantly Catholic, with the Catholic Church playing a significant role in shaping its culture and traditions. Secularism, or laïcité, is a deeply ingrained principle in French society. It emphasizes the separation of religion from state affairs and public institutions. In contemporary France, religious diversity has grown, with notable Muslim, Jewish, Protestant, and Buddhist communities coexisting alongside the Catholic majority. The French Constitution guarantees freedom of religion, allowing individuals to practice any faith or none at all. This aligns with the principles of the French Revolution. France is renowned for its stunning cathedrals and churches, many of which we are seeing here today, such as the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris and the Chartres Cathedral, showcasing centuries of religious architectural brilliance. While Catholic holidays like Christmas and Easter are widely celebrated, France recognizes public holidays associated with different religions as well, promoting inclusivity. Religious symbols such as the Islamic headscarf have sparked debates about religious expression in public spaces, reflecting tensions between secularism and personal freedom. Festivals like Hanukkah, Ramadan, and Diwali are observed by their respective communities, adding a rich tapestry of cultural celebrations to the French calendar. Despite its historical religious roots, France has seen a decline in regular religious practice, along with a growing number of people identifying as non-religious or secular. Efforts to foster interfaith dialogue and understanding have emerged, though, aiming to create harmony among religious, diverse communities and promote social cohesion. Now, a little bit of history for you. Religion in France has this rich and complex history that has evolved over centuries. In medieval times, the Catholic Church held immense influence, playing a central role in shaping both spiritual and political life. Cathedrals like Notre Dame de Paris, Chartres Cathedral, and Mont Saint-Michel stand as architectural marvels and symbols of the Church's power. The Hundred Years' War from 1337 to 1453 and the Protestant Reformation in the 16th century introduced challenges to Catholic dominance, fostering religious tensions. The French Revolution from 1789 to 1799 marked a transformative period for religion in France. The revolutionaries sought to establish a secular state, leading to the de-Christianization campaign, the establishment of the cult of reason, and the rise of secularism. The Napoleonic era brought relative religious stability with the Concordat of 1801, recognizing Catholicism as the major religion but allowing freedom of worship. Subsequent years witnessed waves of secularism, challenging traditional religious norms. Today, France embraces religious diversity. While Catholicism remains prominent, the landscape includes growing Muslim, Jewish, Protestant, and other communities. The principle of laïcité, emphasizing the separation of religion from the state, underscores France's commitment to secular values. Now that we're seeing all of these beautiful buildings, let me tell you a little bit about the history and importance of architecture in France. France boasts a rich tapestry of architectural marvels that reflects its extensive history and cultural diversity. The country is renowned for its iconic landmarks, such as the Eiffel Tower, a symbol of Paris, and a masterpiece of iron construction built for the 1889 Exposition Universelle. Another jewel in France's architectural crown is the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, a masterpiece of French Gothic architecture that has stood since the 12th century. But beyond Paris, France showcases a wide range of architectural styles and periods. The Palace of Versailles, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, epitomizes the grandeur of Baroque architecture with its opulent design and expansive gardens. The medieval beauty of Mont Saint-Michel, a rocky island commune in Normandy, offers a glimpse into France's historical fortifications and religious architecture. Additionally, France is home to charming villages with well-preserved half-timbered houses, medieval castles, and Romanesque churches. The architectural diversity, from the classical elegance of the Louvre Museum to the contemporary Pompidou Center, makes France a captivating destination for those enchanted by the artistry and history embedded in its architectural treasures, many of which you can see as we explore this beautiful location. Now, let me tell you some interesting things about French people. Kissing on cheeks. Greetings often include kissing on both cheeks, which can be a surprise for those unfamiliar with this custom. Bread etiquette. It's considered impolite to place bread upside down on a table. It's a cultural superstition. Based on the idea that placing bread upside down on a table in France is known as pain maudit, or cursed bread. This belief is that placing bread upside down brings bad luck, possibly because it's associated with the devil. This superstition is not universally followed, and many people do not take it seriously. However, it is a quirky aspect of French culture that some may observe, especially in relation to it also being the bread that was reserved for the city's executioner. Closed shops on Sundays. Many shops and businesses close on Sundays. This is a tradition aimed at promoting family time. Red traffic lights. In France, it's legal to proceed at a red traffic light if it's flashing, indicating the intersection is clear. Punctuality, flexibility. French social events often start a bit later than the stated time, and punctuality is somewhat flexible. Anti-McDonald's activism. France has a history of anti-McDonald's sentiments, with some citizens protesting against this fast food giant. La bise complexity. The tradition of cheek kissing, la bise, can be confusing due to the regional variations in the number of kisses and side starting. August vacations. Many businesses shut down in August, and it is common for people to take extended vacations during this month. After visiting France many times in the month of August, I can confirm that this is correct. Love for strikes. France has a reputation for frequent strikes, with various sectors participating in protest actions. Formality in addressing people. Formal titles like Monsieur and Madame are often used among acquaintances even, emphasizing politeness. Cheese variety. France boasts an extensive and diverse range of cheeses, with unique varieties specific to certain regions. Dinner time. French dinners tend to be a bit later, with some restaurants opening for dinner service at around 7 or 8 p.m. Secularism. France maintains a strict secular stance, evident in the ban on religious symbols in public institutions. High-speed trains, the TGV, train à grande vitesse, is one of the world's fastest trains, reflecting France's commitment to efficient transportation. Bread and wine priority. Both bread and wine hold significant cultural importance in French meals, often taking precedence. Formal language protection. France has laws protecting the French language, restricting the use of foreign words in advertising and official communication, as well as the amount of time that songs not in the French language can be played on the radio. Fashion faux pas. Wearing sportswear outside of athletic activities might be considered a fashion faux pas in some circles. Last but not least, the art of doing nothing. The French appreciation of the art of simply enjoying life is often seen in leisurely meals and relaxed social interactions. While we explore, let me tell you a little bit about the history and importance of wine in France. France is deeply rooted in the traditions, innovations, and a profound appreciation for the art of winemaking. The cultivation of grapes and winemaking in France dates back to ancient times, with evidence of vineyards established by the Greeks in around the year 600 BCE. The Romans played a crucial role in shaping French viticulture. They introduced new grape varieties and advanced winemaking techniques during their occupation of Gaul, or modern-day France. Monasteries in medieval France became centers of winemaking excellence. Monks meticulously studied and improved grape cultivation and winemaking methods, preserving and expanding knowledge. Bordeaux in southwestern France became a renowned wine region during the 12th century. The region's reputation for producing high-quality wine grew, setting the stage for Bordeaux's global acclaim. The Burgundy region emphasized the concept of terroir, where the unique combination of soil, climate, and grape variety influences the taste of the wine. The philosophy became integral to French winemaking. Champagne, the world-famous sparkling wine, originated in the Champagne region during the 17th century. The method of secondary fermentation in the bottle, known as méthode champenoise, was perfected by French winemakers. The French established the AOC, Appellation d'origine contrôlée, system in the early 20th century, a pioneering classification that regulates and designates the geographical origin and quality of wines. France has stringent laws governing winemaking, emphasizing the importance of specific grape varieties, winemaking processes, and the geographic indications to protect the integrity of regional wines. French wines, including Bordeaux, Burgundy, and Champagne, have had a profound impact on the global wine industry. French winemaking practices and grape varieties are emulated worldwide. Wine is deeply embedded in French culture and lifestyle. It plays a central role in culinary traditions, social gatherings, and celebrations, reflecting the French appreciation for craftsmanship and quality. The history of wine in France is a narrative of innovation, craftsmanship, and the artistry of blending tradition with modern techniques, solidifying France's standing as a premier wine-producing nation. French cuisine is renowned worldwide for its sophistication, rich flavors, and culinary traditions. In terms of the heritage, French cuisine has a deep-rooted history that dates back to the Middle Ages, with influences from regional ingredients, agricultural practices, and cultural exchanges. France is known for haute cuisine, or high cuisine, characterized by meticulous preparation, attention to detail, and artistic presentation. The French Revolution, from 1789 to 1799, played a crucial role in shaping French cuisine. It led to the democratization of food, with traditional aristocratic dishes adapted for broader consumption. In the 1960s, French chefs revolutionized culinary practices with nouvelle cuisine, emphasizing lighter dishes, fresh ingredients, and innovative cooking techniques. Bread is a staple in French meals, and the country is famous for its baguettes, croissants. Each region boasts its unique bread varieties, all of which are delicious. French cuisine is also renowned for its diverse cheese culture, with over 1,200 different types of cheeses. Each region has its specialties, from camembert in Normandy to Roquefort in the south. French cuisine is often accompanied by wine, and the country is globally recognized for its vineyards. The concept of pairing specific wines with certain dishes is integral to French gastronomy. The Michelin Guide, originating in France, awards stars to restaurants based on their culinary excellence. It is considered one of the most prestigious recognitions in the culinary world, and there are many delicious restaurants to choose from in France. French culinary terms and techniques such as sauté, flambé, au gratin, are widely used in international cooking, highlighting the influence of French gastronomy. And finally, its influence. French culinary techniques and recipes have influenced chefs worldwide, contributing to the global popularity of French cuisine. Overall, France's historical depth when it comes to food, commitment to quality ingredients, and innovation continue to captivate food enthusiasts around the world. Now, while we are here in this artsy location, let me tell you a little bit about Pablo Picasso's journey through France. One of the most influential artists of the 20th century, Pablo Picasso played a significant role in the art scene in France. Born in Spain in 1881, Picasso spent much of his adult life in France, particularly in Paris, which was a thriving center for artistic innovation during the early 1900s. Picasso's presence in France coincided with the emergence of groundbreaking art movements, including Cubism, of which he was a co-founder. In Paris, Picasso interacted with other prominent artists and intellectuals of his time, such as Georges Braque, Henri Matisse, and Gertrude Stein. The city's vibrant cultural environment fueled Picasso's creativity, leading to the development of his distinctive artistic style that challenged traditional notions of representation. The period from 1901 to 1904 was known as Picasso's Blue Period, and subsequently the Rose Period showcased the artist's evolving approach to color, form, and emotion. His iconic work, Les Demoiselles d'Avignon from 1907, marked a pivotal moment in the evolution of modern art. Picasso's impact on the French art scene extended beyond his own creations. He influenced and collaborated with fellow artists, leaving an indelible mark on the trajectory of modern art. His contributions to the artistic discourse in France, particularly his residence in Paris, cemented Picasso's legacy as a revolutionary figure who reshaped the language of visual expression. The artist's prolific career and lasting influence continue to be celebrated in France and around the world, affirming his enduring legacy in art history. Picasso's connection to France deepened as he became an integral part of the thriving art community in Montmartre, a bohemian neighborhood in Paris. During the early 20th century, Montmartre was a gathering place for avant-garde artists, writers, and intellectuals, creating an atmosphere of creative exchange and collaboration. Picasso's studio, known as the Bateau Lavoir, became a focal point for artistic experimentation, where he engaged in dynamic discussions with his contemporaries. As Picasso's career progressed, he continued to evolve his artistic style, transitioning from Cubism to Surrealism and exploring various mediums, including sculpture and ceramics. France provided the backdrop for many of his significant works, such as Guernica from 1937, a powerful anti-war mural that vividly captured the atrocities of the Spanish Civil War. Picasso's ability to adapt and innovate within the French artistic milieu showcased his versatility and contributed to the ongoing narrative of modern art. Picasso's legacy endures not only through his masterpieces, but also through the profound impact he had on the trajectory of 20th century art in France. The French art world recognized his contributions with numerous accolades, and Picasso's works remain prominently displayed in museums and galleries throughout the country, a testament to his enduring influence on the cultural landscape of France. In his later years, Picasso sought a quieter retreat from the bustling art scene of Paris, leading him to where else but the picturesque village of Mougins on the French Riviera. Nestled in the hills above Cannes, Mougins provided the artist with a serene environment where he could continue his creative pursuits away from the limelight. Picasso purchased a villa in Mougins in 1961, marking the beginning of a new chapter in his life and career. The tranquil surroundings of Mougins inspired Picasso to explore different themes in his art, and he continued to produce a prolific body of work until his passing in 1973. The scenic landscapes, warm Mediterranean climate, and vibrant local culture left an indelible mark on Picasso's late works. Today, Mougins pays homage to the artist's legacy with the Musée d'Art Classique de Mougins, which showcases both ancient and modern art, including pieces from Picasso's collection. Picasso's time in Mougins serves as a testament to the enduring allure of the French Riviera as a haven for artistic expression and inspiration. While we are looking at all of these beautiful things, let me tell you a little bit about the fashion industry in France. France has long been a global trendsetter in the world of fashion, boasting a rich history and an enduring influence on style. Paris is often referred to as the fashion capital of the world, home to iconic fashion houses, renowned designers, and prestigious fashion events. France is synonymous with haute couture, the highest form of fashion design and craftsmanship. Haute couture pieces are handmade, tailored to perfection, and often one of a kind. Paris hosts one of the, quote, Big Four fashion weeks globally, along with New York, Milan, and London. Paris Fashion Week showcases the latest collections from top designers. To know more about the Milan Fashion Week, check out my tours in the information below this video and find the tour for Milan. We talk all about Milan's Fashion Week and see some of the most ideal locations for the fashion shows. France is home to some of the world's most prestigious luxury fashion houses, including Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Dior, and Givenchy. The iconic little black dress, quote-unquote, originated from the designs of Coco Chanel in the 1920s. It became a timeless and essential wardrobe staple for women. The beret, a traditional French hat, and the Breton stripes, popularized by Coco Chanel, are enduring symbols of French fashion. French fashion has produced iconic figures like Coco Chanel, Yves Saint Laurent, and Christian Dior, who have left an indelible mark on the industry. France is also home to prestigious fashion academies, such as the École de la Chambre Syndicale de la Couture Parisienne, training the next generation of designers. Can you imagine attending? How cool! French fashion is often associated with the concept of chic, characterized by effortless style, simplicity, and an air of sophistication. French street style is globally admired for its mix of classic elegance and contemporary trends. Parisians are known for their fashion-forward and individualistic approach to dressing. With its emphasis on craftsmanship, innovation, and timeless elegance, French fashion continues to play a central role in shaping the global fashion landscape. What's your favorite outfit? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for joining me in Mougins. This was a journey through the captivating history of Mougins, which transported us to a bygone era where the echoes of artistic inspiration and the whispers of ancient tales linger in the Mediterranean breeze. Exploring the narrow lanes and the stone-clad structures, we can sense the rich tapestry of Mougins' past, shaped by the hands of time and the strokes of artistic genius. As we bid adieu to this charming village, we carry with us the indelible impressions of its history. Forever woven into the fabric of our memories, Mougins stands as not just a picturesque destination, but a living testament to the enduring spirit of a place where history and art seamlessly intertwine. For a more in-depth look at the French Riviera and for 100 locations around the world, check out my Explore with Kelsey tours on Buy Me a Coffee. The links are found in the information below this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Happy travels! Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for your donations, for your tips, for your PayPals. And as always, thank you for being a part of my traveling family. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye, everyone. Don't forget to follow and like this video for more with me, Explore with Kelsey.